90s, so we feel that it should be used in Finland, but also developed together with our European partners, so that people, when they are moving from institutions to communities or their family homes to communities, so that they would get enough support, persons themselves, but also for the family members and staff members. So that was the basic idea. So there's this other sheet here that is not described, and that's what has caused that we are here now. So we have had all of these activities in Finland, because first we test how we can make the transition training sort of suits to the adult education world, because we haven't done that before. And now that we have experience in that, now we are sort of ready to develop it together with you guys and also disseminate results. So I think Learkas was quite right that we still need to develop things, but it has taken this time. So what we have done is first we started the engaging the experts. So we were planning the national activities together with families and persons who are in a phase of transition in their lives. So first of all, we had that. Then we had the train-to-trainer. So these guys were the trainers. There were two persons who are already experienced the times of transition. One family member, one adult educator, and two municipality staff members. So it's. I asked Mario that would it have been possible to give this transition training in the adult education center without these experts that went through the trainer? And she said that yeah, but it would have been totally different. So we also need because it's outcome here, that nothing about us without us, as you all know, that's important lesson for the adult education centers, at least in Finland, and also for the municipalities, because it's very important that when we are having these transition trainings, it's all about the experts, like the experts by experience. We can support and we can give information, but we also need to involve those persons who have the real life experience, family members, persons who are experiencing it, and also the adult educators. So after we did this trainer, we had the actual transition training in the adult education center for persons who are in times of transition, if they are planning to move to the community, and also for their family members. And the outcomes so far are that we have had this trainer course. They are really empowered. We have those real life experiences, and we have been able to show to the adult educators and for the municipalities that they could see the potential in people. And also during this transition training, we were able to improve skills of independent living, and that's why we can also involve all the great work that has been done here in Ireland and in Bulgaria, and also there's empowerment and plans for the future. But the challenges has been so that it was kind of a surprise for us that the adult education center that we are working with, they don't really have information on how to make accessible training, so that they are communicating right, that they have the materials right, so that the environment is right. So it needs to be quite hand-on, very precise instructions, how to plan the course, how to make materials, and that was kind of surprising for us. And at the moment, we still need a little bit work with them so that we get it all the reporting right and so on. So that was one challenge. So adult education staff need more training skills, so that they can adapt their existing courses, but also perhaps new transition training courses for persons with special needs. And also the commitment, that was one of the challenges, not the family members or persons with disabilities, their commitment, but the staff working in municipalities. You know, there are these constant changes in staff, and if they are not committed for the future, people who are planning to move, it's very difficult for them because all this work has done, but the staff in municipalities are not aware of it because there are constant changes. So that's one of the big challenges also. So now we are sort of facing that this is going on in Finland, and hopefully next autumn we will have the train the trainer on transition for transition training for the staff working in municipalities and in adult education centers. So we have this umbrella group for adult education centers, and we are inviting them. So this is what we have tested, and this is the pilot. Come on and join, and we will sort of disseminate our learnings. And hopefully in the future there would be transition training in adult educations all over Finland, but that would be the future success. And still, because we have been very working very just in Finland, we still that's the main topic for this meeting, is to discuss with Meinu that how this IO5 here can learn and how it can be disseminated also to IO6 and also to IO7. So this Meinu talks is a sort of, we have been in contact and we have planned together, but still sort of the outcomes are not visible yet. So this is what this is the future success for the next year. And of course, this is all part of the Unlocking Freedom project. So this is why we have all of these arrows here. So at the end, we hope that it's all going wonderfully well. It's great value, visions, and new adventures for the future. And we would be here in Mo, and persons would be very independent, and they would be able to live independently in their communities and get the support they need. But one sort of story of success is story of Sirpa, and Mario will tell you in Finnish, and I will translate it as it goes.
Sirpa on tyttö, joka oli mukana tuolla kurssilla ja oli aluksi hyvin oikeastaan hädissään siitä, että kun hän tulee muuttokurssille, niin pitääkö hänen nyt sitten muuttaa.
Okay. So Sirpa is a young lady who came to this transition training, and at first she was sort of terrified. Am I supposed to move somewhere in the future? I don't get it, and I'm a little bit worried about this.
Hän asui äiti ja isän kanssa oman kotitalossa ja nautti siitä suunnattomasti.
She was living with her mother and father, and she enjoyed it a lot.
Ja kurssin viimeisellä kerralla 9. kerta kun nähtiin, niin hän mentiin kierrosta, missä jokainen kertoi, että mikä olisi semmoinen pienempi tai isompi asia, mitä haluaisi tulevaisuudessa oman asumisensa liittyen nähdä.
Okay. So we had 9 training days for persons who were planning their future, and on the last day all of them had a chance to express their opinions or dreams for the future and their future living.
Kierroksen aikana moni kertoi jotain pieniä asioita, joku halusi uuden CD-soittimen tai joku halusi uudet verhot.
Many of the stories handled quite small things, like I would like to buy a new CD player or new curtains or something very meaningful to person themselves, but like little things.
Ja tällä kierroksella Sirpa kertoi, että hänen haaveensa on, että tulevaisuudessa hän asuu kerrostalossa omassa asunnossa.
And then surprisingly, Sirpa said that, okay, my dream is that I would be living independently in the future in my own apartment in this very ordinary apartment building.
Ja se oli jotain semmoista, mitä me ei olisi voitu ikinä kuvitella hänen kertaa.
And they thought that this would never happen, and only after 9 times she was confident and she had her own dream.
Ja me nähtiin se ihan mahdollisena, koska Sirpa pystyi olemaan kotona. Vanhemmat oli kovia kalastamaan eläkkeellä jo, niin hän oli ollut välillä 3 viikkoa yksin kotona ja pystyi huolehtimaan itsestään. Eli se oli ihan realistinen ajatus.
And they thought that it would be quite very realistic dream. So let's do it. And now,
Ja nyt me ollaan siis tavattu heidät sitten tämän kurssin jälkeen ja todennäköisesti ennen syksyä me tulemme ostamaan Sirpalle asunnon sieltä hänen kotinsa läheltä ja me tulemme muuttamaan. Vanhemmat etsivät sitä asuntoa.
So now, because I'll just tell you a little bit background that our organization gets funding from the government that we are actually able to buy apartments where people want to live, and we can rent those apartments to people who wish to live independently. So the municipality are organizing the support, but we have an opportunity to sort of buy these dream homes. It cannot be like big home in the middle of Helsinki, but very ordinary apartments. So now they arranged meeting with our staff members who are capable of buying the apartments. So now the family is looking for the apartment, and hopefully in next autumn she has her own apartment where she wants to live.
Very, very good.